We're going to use an arsenal of 4 of the punches we have here, starting with the jab. That's the lead punch. Using the jab like a curb feeler, you extend your arm straight out, letting the punch come from your hip, not moving your foot though, staying stationary in the basic foot position. As in series 1, jab. My shoulder on my left covers my chin, is extended out. The jab is a quick punch, it's not a hard one. It's straight. As I let the punch go, I make sure I turn my wrist. Starting from here with my elbows in, it goes straight out. And I'm looking down my arm like it's a barrel of a rifle. My right arm stays in, elbow tucked in against the body. Jab, that's the number 1 punch, starting with basics. Jab. Now we're going to go cross. That's your power hand. On the cross, you want to put pressure on the ball of your back foot. Put your right hip into it. The key here and common mistake is people roll over their foot or raise their foot up. You want to keep your feet flat, based, majority of your weight on your back leg. Cross. That's your power hand. That's your knockout punch. When you throw, make sure you turn your wrist into the punch. Keep your head down and in the center. Center being where your belly button would be. Basic foot position. Now, cross. You're going to extend it out. Put pressure on the ball of your toe and turn your right hip into it. Since I'm right-handed, this is my right cross. If you were left-handed, it'd be your left cross. On the cross, the number 2 punch, my left stays exactly where it started. Again, I'm looking down my arm like it's a barrel of a rifle. My right hip is in there. The number 2 punch, the cross. Exhale through your nose as you let the punch go. Keeping a tight clamp on your mouthpiece. Now, we'll go number 3 punch, hooks. The number 1 punch, the jab, and the number 2 punch, the cross, those are staying. If you're right-handed, your left hand's going to be your jab, as your left leg's going to be your lead. If you're right-handed, your right hand's going to be your cross, as your right foot's going to be your base. Those won't switch. The hook punches can be a left hook, can be a right hook. Depends on which motion you throw. So we'll start with the left hook, your lead hook. We'll throw the hook punch. Common mistake, people want to go up. If you throw your weight up, you're not going through your target anymore. Make sure you pivot your back foot. And then, as you turn back, the hips roll. Your back foot goes flat, and you're letting the knee go in. Left hook. So I start with my back foot, and I roll my right hip to the center. As I let the punch go, my back foot goes flat, and I turn my lead knee in. Hook. On the punch, I'm making sure that my left shoulder's protecting my chin. I'm looking over the shoulder still. My right arm is tucked in. Foot position. Make sure your hips are moving. That's where the motion's coming from. Don't let your back foot come off the floor. Stay flat and planted. Left hook. If I go right hook, same motion. You're going to start by pivoting in your lead knee and then turning it straight as you let the punch come off the right side. The key on the hooks, keep your elbows in. Don't let your elbows flare out. That way you're using your back muscles and your tricep to let the punches get the power. Make sure that you keep your weight down. So, left hook, right hook. If you throw the left hook, remember, turn the back knee in first, slightly bent, and then, boom, you put the back foot flat, turning in the lead knee. You don't want to waste your motion on pivots. Too much time, you won't be able to get anything off, and you lose your balance. Feet stay flat. You're just turning the knees in from the hip motion. Now we're going to go uppercuts. Uppercuts, the number 4 punch. Again, like the hooks, can come off left, can come off right. Every time you throw the punch, this motion should be incorporated. This is how you're getting the power. It's not how buff your arms are. It's how much you can get your hip motion. Your feet have to stay flat. Uppercut. If you throw off your lead hand, your left, turn your right hip into the middle. That way generating momentum, power for the lead hand. Left uppercut. If I was to throw it on my partner, I'd hit him in the chin. Right underneath, trying to get his head to come up. My right hand stays in. Left uppercut. Notice my shoulders still protecting my chin. My elbow is straight up from the floor. My wrist is straight. Left uppercut. Lead uppercut. So I use the motion of my hips. Again, putting my knee to the middle. Boom. When I let it go, I push up on my toe. If it's a left uppercut, I push up on my left toe. If it's a right uppercut, I push up on my right toe. I'm trying to go up through the pads. Again, using the same motion off the basic foot position, I twist into the punch. So if it's left, put the opposite hip in. Putting the hip in to the center, where your chin should be, where your belly button is. Left uppercut. Vice versa. Right uppercut. Lead in with the left hip. Make sure you don't pivot your foot. And come up. Right uppercut. Again, keep your elbows in, keep your head protected. On the focus mitts, if I go left uppercut, right uppercut. My feet help me push the power through the pad, but I don't raise them off the floor. So, if we go all the way through the number 1, 2, and 3, 4 punches, it's jab, cross, hook, which can come off either side, left or right, left uppercuts, or right uppercuts. My head always stays in the middle no matter what, keeping my balance and my base solid. Those are some of the 4 punches, basic Muay Thai.